Shalom, Shalom, Israel. First of all, I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, and I do so by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. Today I'll be coming back with a quick video on keep the commandments or something like that. But I just like to read Book of Deuteronomy 28, not the whole chapter, really from verse 1 through verse. We can go to 15, because whenever brothers go to this chapter, they like to harping on verse 15 and on down, like when they talk about the curses. But let's talk about the blessings for a little bit. Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently to the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments which I commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth. So a blessing is that we'll be above everybody else. Would you link that up with Deuteronomy 7 and verse 6? All these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, which is your kids, and the fruit of your ground, which is like your fruit, and the fruit of thy cattle, and the increase of thy kine, and the flocks of thy sheep. So like basically your animals. Verse 5. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store. That means like you will always have. Verse 6. Blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and when thou goest out. Verse 7. The Lord shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee be smitten before thee. They shall come out against thee one way, and flee before thee seven. Verse 8. The Lord shall command the blessing upon the Lord shall command the blessing upon thee in thy storehouses, in all that thou settest thine hand to do. And he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. So basically, as far as we've read so far from like 1 through 8, the Lord is showing us blessings. Verse 9, the Lord shall establish thee a holy people unto himself, as he has sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God, and walk in his ways. All the people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord, and shall be afraid of thee. So like one of the things that we get from keeping the commandments is that people of the other nations will be afraid of us. Verse 11, and the Lord shall make thee plenteous in goods and in fruits of the body, meaning we'll have a lot of physical fruit and a lot of kids, and the fruit of thy cattle, and the fruit of thy ground, in the land which the Lord sware unto thy fathers to give thee. So we'll have a lot of kids, a lot of physical food, and a lot of cattle. Verse 12, the Lord shall open unto thee his good treasures, the heaven, to give rain unto the land for a season, and to bless all the works of thine hand. And thou shalt lend unto a nation, and thou shalt not borrow. So like the first part of verse 12, it's basically saying like it'll always rain on time, and the weather will always be good for our crops. And like the latter end is like basically saying like we'll be so rich we won't have to ask any nation for money, but we'll just be giving it to them. Of course, not freely, like they have to work for it. But verse 13, and the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail, and thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath, if that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord, which I commanded thee. Hearken unto the commandments of the Lord, which I commanded thee this day to observe and do them. Verse 14 is where I want to end off in this part. And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day, to the right hand or to the left, after other gods to serve them. So you can't serve other gods. And of course you can find the commandments throughout the whole scriptures, but most definitely during the first 5 books. But let me get my second part. Let me get the classic. again, if I already didn't say it, I praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, and I do so by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. And I give honor and glory to the elders who passed the truth and paved the way for us. But as I was saying, let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the whole conclusion of the whole matter. So why did I read that long part? Well, I'll show you. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So like it's the whole duty of man to keep the commandments. So like the Lord will treat us good. And like basically that's the reason we're here. Even though the scripture says the law was created for man and not man for the law. But still, I hope somebody got edified. And I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh and do so by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua.